Well, guys, we have made it to the end of the year. And I think I've done a Happy New Year's video last year, but I didn't show my face. I didn't show you guys anything. It was just my voice. This time I wanted to actually show my face, do it properly. So I just wanted to tell you guys thank you from the bottom of my heart, because this year was kind of rough on me. And you guys kind of helped me to accept what I can't change, and what I can do, I do it, and do it to the best of my ability. And I have done a lot of different things this year that I didn't think I was going to be doing. Like, I covered topics that I didn't think I was going to cover, because my channel was originally not going to be like this, okay? It wasn't going to be reactions and K-pop and inspiration. It was just going to be talking about stuff, just random stuff. But my love for K-pop kind of outweighs me just talking about random stuff. That, and I don't have a lot of random stuff to talk about. If I did, I'd just become another channel talking about modern stuff that I see, whatever. You know. But I like to have a base and a ground, a solid foundation for a channel. And so I decided that this was going to be a reaction channel, and I did not like the idea or the prospect of reacting. So the Taemin advice video that I did 2 years ago, over 2 years ago at this point, that was me testing the waters. And even if people liked it, if I didn't like it, I was going to stop. But I actually liked it. I enjoyed it more than I thought I was. So I said, well, I'm just going to keep doing it and see how I feel about keep continuing to do it. So I continued to do it, and I thought, wow, I'm actually enjoying it. So I just kept on going, and this channel has become that reaction K-pop inspiration channel that was being formed without my knowledge, prior knowledge, over 2 years ago. We're almost at year 3, and I can definitely tell you guys that I've conquered a lot of stuff with this channel that I didn't think I was going to. And I have a video that I'm gonna edit talking about how I'm not gonna stop talking about what I believe is right when it comes to colorism issues, when it comes to issues that aren't as black and white. Black and white issues, there are obvious black and white issues in the world that are undisputable, right? We all should be able to agree on a lot of these black and white issues, but there's some issues that we call black and white that actually aren't. And I didn't think I was going to tackle these issues, but I have an opinion. I don't like keeping my opinions, especially about K-pop stuff, to myself. So I made those videos talking about TO1's Chan and the do-rag situation. I went through extensive research on the history of the do-rag and all that stuff to kind of prove the point that not everything that an Asian does that's black is cultural appropriation. Topics like that, I never thought I'd cover that on my channel, but I did. And some people agree, some people disagree, and that's fine. But I think that painting everyone with the same brush and saying that it's all colorist, it's all cultural appropriation, it's all racist, it's all this, that, and the other, and not seeing the nuances and not being able to accept the fact that there might be something you're missing in terms of what this particular thing entails with colorism and all that. There might be some parts you might not have considered or thought about, pondered on, because you always viewed it as black and white in your life. And that's why I wanted to give that perspective. And I didn't think I was going to do that ever. But the more I saw the problems happening, the more I started kind of going in. And so I did things on this channel I never thought I'd do. I wish I could have done a better job on the Leo one, but the Leo one was my first attempt. And it was not very great. I know it wasn't that great. It was not that great. I think the pacing of what I was doing had a good beginning, but when I got to the middle and the end, it was kind of off. And then at the very end, it wasn't the end. It was like left it on a cliffhanger. I never finished. And then that was when my iMovie crashed horribly. So I had to get rid of it, and I went with CapCut. So I'm using CapCut now. That's why you see all the nice transitions and everything. That's CapCut. I have the CapCut Pro, so I'm doing that. Trying to make my videos a little bit more insightful, give you a little bit of information, maybe something you never considered, informative videos about K-pop topics, things like that, while giving you a splash of something new and something nice, something cool, vibrant, exciting, like the transitions. There's so many different transitions with CapCut, but that's kind of how this channel has evolved, but mainly focusing on like what I'm doing, like what is my purpose in doing content, like addressing certain issues. I think it's important to do that. I think it's important to do that, to address certain issues that we may not have considered. And to be careful not to label everyone and everything as istphobe, attach some kind of colorism thing to it where there was none initially. Just because someone made a comment about someone's color of their skin does not mean it's automatically colorist. Because then you have to ask the question, is every single comment, joke, is everything just one thing? And that's why I always said after that our society has become soft. Right? I've said that many times. Our society has become very sensitive, soft. Certain things were permitted back in the olden days, the 90s or the 80s. Now it's not. It's like we kind of woke up to the reality of people being fat shamed, things like that. Which is not saying that's a good thing to be fat shamed or not. Okay, like if anybody said anything about my mother, now I'm not gonna punch them. I'm not gonna fight them, but I am gonna say something like, no, don't go there. Because my mother be struggling with her weight. Don't go there. So yes, it is certain things that you know, but there are nuances, and like I said, also depending on the relationship between the person. If it's some rando talking about my mama, yeah, I'm gonna get offended. But if I'm saying, hey, Ma, I know you trying your best to lose your weight because I know it's uncomfortable to be the size that you are, things like that. That is not fat phobic. Like me saying I don't ever want to get the weight that my dad is, that's not fat phobic. That's just me saying I don't want to end up with the same health problems. There's nuance to that statement. It's not just, oh, I don't want to be fat like him. Health problems come with that. I don't want none of that. Right? The medication that these people be on is ridiculous. And the amount of money they're paying for the medication is also ridiculous. So there's nuances to this stuff, and I think it's important to not label everything as this, that, and the other. And in the K-pop sense, it's definitely something that we need to talk about, because a lot of people have that problem of following the herd mentality, the sheep mentality, and just because one sheep said bad, we all got to say bad too, just like them. But if I say, oh, I'm wrong for having an opinion, they said that's not following the herd, right? I have my own mind, I have my own thought process, and I don't think that everything is black and white. There are obvious black and whites in the world, like I said. But coming off of that heavy part of the conversation, I just wanted to say that is the direction where my channel has gotten to now. And at first, it felt very uncomfortable, especially when I did the colorism video, because no other video got that much negative attention except the colorism video. Maybe because of how I said things, because people didn't like that I chuckled. People didn't like that my personality is that way, where I chuckle sometimes when I think about something or I say something. Maybe y'all don't do that. I don't know. Maybe some of y'all don't do that. I do. Because if I think something's weird or silly or off, I'll chuckle. It just, or I think about an event that happened in my life and I'll chuckle about it. But then I gotta explain to y'all why I chuckled, which is kind of dumb to me that I have to explain it. Either way, this is what my channel has evolved to. And I'm glad, because at least I'm not just relying on reactions. There is more to me and this channel than just reactions, but reactions is kind of like the main event that everybody comes to. And it is the one that I kind of enjoy maybe the most. But I think talking about various topics in K-pop is important, and I'm not doing it for like clicks and views and everything like that. I'm not even doing it for everybody to agree with me. But I think it's important to respect a person's opinion. We've lost respect for opinions, and we treat opinions as dogmatic, narrow-minded, and evil. An opinion should not be vilified or demonized. So on this channel, you are free to have an opinion. Just don't cause anyone to feel bad about having theirs, right? Don't demonize someone for having their opinion. If I believe that Leo didn't do anything wrong, I shouldn't be demonized. Watch out for him. He don't think that Leo from Trainee 8 did anything wrong. So I guess he condones violence against women and all this other stuff when, if you paid attention, that's not what he did. That's not what the songs were about. I address hypocrisy and all that stuff. I do, because it's important. People need to look at themselves in the mirror. And if they refuse to look at themselves in the mirror, then someone's going to point you to the mirror and make you look at yourself. And that's me. Okay, that's me. So that's kind of how I am. Either way, that's what my channel's become, and I'm grateful for it. I'm happy about it. Kind of scared a little bit. Well, I was scared a little bit, but I'm not now. I think I've gotten over it a little bit more, and I know not to address every comment that like attacks what I like me, not my argument, but me. And it does kind of hurt to hear somebody say, well, what you said is stupid because this, that. There's a way to say that. You don't have to say it like that, but yeah, okay, fine. My argument sucks and my argument's whack to you, whatever. It's silly, it's childish, okay, fine, but I'll try to explain it in best I can. I like to address those kind of comments, but I'm going around in circles right now. I just wanted to say to everyone who has joined this channel for the ride, for the long haul, for like just staying here with me through all this stuff, thank you. I appreciate it. I really do. It's not easy to come on with no anonymity whatsoever. Like, if I was doing YouTube and I hid my face and I used my voice or I used a filter over my voice, it'd be a totally different story, right? But I did this mainly to kind of get myself to love certain aspects of myself that I did not like in the past. Like, I'm the type of person that if I can't appear before you guys on camera, I just shouldn't be doing YouTube. That's this kind of guy that I am. Now, that's not true. That's not a true thing. Like, there are people that use anonymity and they're fine on YouTube. And I'm not saying anything against them. But for me, I was like, if I can't look at myself and say, Avery, you're fine, then I just, because I'm overly critical of myself. I've gotten out of that for the most part. But I'm sure that when I, work on this video, how I look in the screen now is not going to be how I look while I'm editing. I'm gonna look like thicker. I know I am. I know I am. I know what I look like, and I don't look as thick as how y'all be seeing me. Okay? I don't. Something's off. And it's not fat phobia. I promise it's not fat phobia. But I don't like looking thick. Oh my. Okay? Not in the face. Not in the face. I mean, not nowhere, but I'm gonna get this body right. Y'all just work. I'm a skinny kid, but I'm gonna get this body right. Get it right. New Year's resolution: going to the gym. I do my workouts at home, but Mom and I are happy that you guys are with us. That you decided to stick with us through all of the stuff. I know Mom hasn't been here as much as she would probably like to be due to her work scheduling and everything, but she is a part of the channel, and I could not have done this without her and you guys. So thank you all for being here. Thank you for gracing this channel with your presence. I hope that we can actually have like more of a personal interaction, on live streams and things like that. Because that's what I want to do. I want to have more candid conversations with you guys about K-pop, about like anything that you want to talk about K-pop related or whatever the case. I think it's important that we have those kinds of interactions. So that's why I want to do live streams for that purpose. Time difference is going to be an issue, I'm sure, but all the other YouTube channels that do live streams seem to tackle this fine. So I think I can tackle this fine too. For those that always comment on my videos, thank you, because it lets me know that you guys actually are watching, you do interact, you do want to have those conversations and things like that. And it really helps me because I feel like, okay, I am actually doing something good. People are enjoying it. I can see you guys enjoying it when you comment, because if you don't comment, I'm like, oh God, did they like it? Did they not like it? I don't know. You leave me your thoughts about certain K-pop topics. There was a time where K-pop topics weren't viewed at all, or they were viewed but they weren't liked, and if they were viewed and liked, they weren't comments. And it took some time for the algorithm to kind of give me what I wanted with those. But I worked very hard to get those K-pop topics at least to the same level, if not higher, than the reactions. Reactions were being recommended all the time, but my K-pop topics, not so much. Now they have been, and I'm grateful to the YouTube gods for doing that. So thank you guys so much. I know that you guys have experienced some things in your life too, and I just wanted to encourage you, is what the main point of this video was, not me rambling on. But the main point wasn't for me to encourage you guys that if I can do this and be somewhat successable, then you, and I say somewhat because I'm not where I want to be, but I'm working towards it. And I have a lot of problems in my life. I have a lot of issues in my life, but I can not put them to the side, but I can separate them from what I'm doing here on YouTube, except for the depression thing, because I want people to be encouraged by that whole thing. There are things about my story I haven't told you guys about that, but I want to encourage you guys to keep fighting and keep going. And I know mental health is a huge thing, even more so today than it was years ago in the 90s, 80s, and so forth. Even in the early 2000s, it wasn't that big of a deal. But the longer the earth remains, there will be problems like this, and they'll kind of get worse with more intensity and things like that. And so I think it's important to have conversations about mental health, things like that, overcoming it slowly but surely, because, you know, these things follow us everywhere we go in life. It's not going to just stop just because you put on your pants, you put on your shirt, you put on your shoes, walk out the door, and you choose to defy it, does not mean that it is going away. It just means that you're choosing to defy it, right? You're choosing to overcome it that day. Take it day by day. Don't try to like fight it in any big capacity. Don't try to do that, because it is harder, and you will start to, you'll lose. I used to try to do that, and it wasn't a very good idea. You take it day by day. Every day is a day to defy the depression, the anxiety, all that stuff. I overcame quite a lot, especially within the first year of doing YouTube. That was the hardest mentally for me, but I overcame it. I worked through it, and this channel and you guys really helped me a lot. I know I'm kind of rambling a lot right now, but what I'm trying to say is thank you guys so much. And I said it before at least 5 times in this video, but thank you guys so much for all the support, all the love, and all the subscriptions, likes, shares. Thank you. Without you guys, this channel goes nowhere. Literally goes nowhere. It just stays where it is. And that's not what I want for this channel. I want this channel to go out and reach more people. I want this channel to give you guys joy. And some of you guys are working really hard, even throughout the holidays, and life is tough. So I want you guys to be able to have a moment to smile, laugh, enjoy a small window of time with me and mom sometimes when she's here. Enjoy that small window of time, and maybe that will give you at least enough strength to make it through the rest of the day. That's what I want. That's what I want. So that's why I'm being very jovial, happy, jokey, and all that in my videos, because I want you guys to enjoy some aspect of your life, and that you would allow me into your life to give you that kind of joy. Makes me happy, and it gives me purpose. It makes me feel like I'm doing something good for you guys. Serious talk conversations, we have them when we have them, but ultimately I want this to be an inspiring channel, and I want you guys to feel encouraged and strengthened by what I do here, and be encouraged that you can do what you put your mind to, even if you have so many setbacks. I have a lot of setbacks, but this is the one thing that I could do to help myself feel a little fulfilled, and to give you guys some enjoyment and good content and all that other stuff. So on behalf of me, Mama Moonlight, and the entire Moonlight family, with you guys included because you're a part of it, thank you guys for 2.5 years of good content. Thank you guys for 2.5 years of fun and enjoyment and laughter, all the good things that even the bad things. Yes, there were some bad moments in there, of course. 2 years, you're gonna encounter something. I didn't think I was gonna encounter anything negative that fast, but some people it takes them 5 years, and then when they get to like 1K, over 1K subs, that's when all the hate comes in. But I experienced it early, for a purpose. I'm pretty sure it was for a purpose, because I think this channel is gonna blow the freak up. Hopefully next year, we'll see. But thank you guys for getting me this far. And no journey that I face alone. You guys were all in this journey of life together. And I always say this. God made us more populated than any other creature on the earth for the purpose of helping each other. I'm not here on this earth for just me. I'm here to help other people. You're not here just for yourself to be selfish. You're here to help other people. We are supposed to help each other. We're supposed to encourage each other. We're supposed to make each other laugh. We're supposed to sometimes make each other cry. Some people haven't cried in a long time. You need to cry. Don't hold it in. We're all here on this earth to make a difference in each other's lives. And if we're failing to do that, we're failing as human beings to do what we do. We're failing. And I don't want to fail. If I fail in everything else, I don't want to fail in giving you guys a good experience, or an experience that gives you a thought-provoking feeling, or challenges your belief system, or challenges what you think, right? We're challenging each other's belief systems. We're encouraging each other and all that stuff. That's what I want to do. So thank you for allowing me to do that. And yeah, that's it. That's it. I had so much that I planned to say in this video, and I just rambled on. Yeah. I had a lot. I was going to go over, I remember when I did my first reaction video, and I remember, with Taman's advice, I talked about it, but I was going to go through the chronological order of things, and well, that would have probably taken a long time. So I rambled on, but I think you guys get what I'm saying. Thank you guys for 2 years, 2.5 years, working on year 3. We're moving up, guys. We're moving up, and I'm excited. So thank you guys for liking, commenting, subscribing throughout the entire year. It has been a blast. It's been a crazy year, but I enjoy it, and I take it all with a smile. And I'm looking forward to more controversial topics where people try to cancel me. I'm looking forward to more of that. Me losing my black card because I didn't agree with the herd mentality. I'm looking forward to all that. It's gonna be something. It's gonna be something. I have a lot more topics that I know is gonna come out. As more K-pop news comes out, there's probably gonna be a lot more I gotta say and talk about. I'm gonna do my research extensively. So if you don't see a video uploaded for a minute, it's because your boy is cooking. I'm cooking hard in the kitchen, okay? So I'm gonna give you guys something that is going to be informative, transformative, and something that you might not have considered or thought about. And that is one of the biggest parts of the channel. Also, I'm gonna try to sing more. I know I talk about my voice being shot, and it is sometimes. So I'm gonna try to do a little bit more covers. They're gonna get copyright claimed, I know. They're covers. They're not my original song. But I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. So, and if I can get some of the tracks that I made copyright pay for that, I'll share them with you on the channel. I made tracks from 2012 and 13 and 14 that I have not shared with anybody on the channel. I've made them, I produced them. They're a little rough, okay, because I didn't know what I was doing in some areas, but if you listen to them, I think you'll enjoy them. So I'm gonna do that as well. Okay, I'm gonna share that with you guys. As soon as I get them paid for, the copyright paid for, I'll do that. So more content coming. I hope that you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys are looking forward to it. And until then, Happy New Year, everybody. Love y'all so much. Thank you for hanging with me. Thank you for sticking with me. I appreciate it. And until next year, it'll be your boy Abe's signing out. Peace. Love you guys. Bye.